Hi, hello, it's me. My turn. This guy. Other adjectives to describe a podcast host. I'm one of them. There's two more. Jackson and Kaya and me, the most handsome one. And we're going to talk on a show today about very cool things, including... What are you doing, Jackson?
Zootopia.
Oh, or Zootopia. All right, let's get into it. Fine.
Okay.
I thought maybe we'd have a little warm up, a amuse-bouche, an appetizer, if you will, of chit-chat, but okay, fine. These two heard that I saw Zootopia 2, and as you know, I am the reigning king on this show of admitting that Judy Hopps...
I asked you if you watched Zootopia 2. You're acting like we heard it in like the newspaper
They
or
use
something.
their super sleuthing detective skills to find pay stubs of me seeing it in the theater, even though I watched it at home on
breaking news.
Yeah, illegal Disney Plus reselling websites because I'm not paying for that shit. Anyway, it's a good movie. The end.
Does it live up to the first one?
You know,
Andrew?
here's the thing. Here's the funny thing. I went into it kind of hearing from other friends and looking at reviews, and everyone was like, yeah, it's good. It's not as good as the first. It's not, it's just kind of whatever. It plays it safe. And I don't agree with that at all. I thought it was fantastic. I liked it even more than the first one. I think it was better than the first for sure. Absolutely.
Whoa.
The stakes.
Do you think it's because the first one relied too heavily on the sexual chemistry between the fox and the rabbit?
You are
and
the
this
most
time
objectively incorrect any humans ever being because they ramp that sexual chemistry up 100 times in the second one. They really do. No,
do they fuck finally?
Oh, I wish. No.
They don't fuck.
They flirt a lot more. There's a lot more lines that are kind of like, dude, they're totally fucking. But,
I assumed that they were together in between movies or something.
Yeah, they kind of tease that with the audience. There's a lot of okay, let me put it this way. The people who made this movie know. They 10,000% know what the internet is like. They are completely keyed in to what the adult side of the people watching this movie want. So there's
but it's still a kids movie. So
they do that thing where there's like adult jokes that go over the kids' heads. There's like lines that have double meanings. There's like implied stuff there. That's as far as that goes. But no, there's no explicit
like when Nick says fist me.
Yeah, he bends over and she crawls in there because she's small enough and she searches for buried treasure. That's the third movie. She got stuck in his ass at the end. It's a cliffhanger.
Punch boxing his G-spot in his ass.
Oh my god, how do you know the comics I'm commissioning, Jackson? Like word for word. That's crazy.
I know you will. Yeah.
But no, like there's like little implications here and there, but there's no explicit, yeah, they're fucking, yeah, they're together. They keep that very ambiguous. But on the actual movie itself, the plot stakes are way higher. The just like overall tension of the movie is way higher than the first one. It's just, they took the first movie, did it again, but kind of ramped everything up. The world building is way, way better. There's a lot more you see of the world. The art direction is fucking incredible. I really loved it. I don't know why people are complaining it's not as good. I thought it was fantastic.
Are people complaining about it? I just haven't heard about it. Like when Zootopia first came out, the first one, it's all I heard about for like a month straight. People gushing over it. It was like a massive event. But then Zootopia 2 came out, and I feel like the hype before the movie, like I heard people talking about it then, but then as soon as the movie came out, I just didn't hear about it again after that.
Yeah,
I think that's most movies now, though. Like at our age. I've also not heard anything about the Avatar coming out. The new Avatar movie, a bunch of them.
Yeah, there is.
I heard quite a bit about that one being basically the same one as the second movie.
And how about the show as well? No one talks about that show for Avatar ever at all.
There's a show?
Yeah, the live action Avatar show, remember? We talked about it extensively on here, and then never
are you talking
again.
about Airbender?
Yeah, Airbender. No, not. We're mixing up our avatars. I see.
Yeah, we are.
I was very confused.
I've not heard about either.
Oh yeah. But no,
are you talking about James Cameron's Avatar?
Okay, I'm talking about the last Airbender show.
Okay.
Yeah, but no, you're right about James Cameron Avatar as well, where the fire and blood. What is it? Fire and sand.
Fire and ash.
Ash. That one came out, and then there it goes. No one talked about that after it came out. That's another one. Yeah. Maybe things move too fast now. Everything's just so...
I think it's because we're just like giga chads and we just don't get advertising. Like when's the last time you've seen a movie ad on your actual device, like a laptop or a phone?
True.
I just don't get that sort of stuff anymore.
Have they stopped advertising?
No.
What?
No.
We have ads on this show, Jackson.
No, I mean like movies in terms like movie advertising and stuff. Like do they just rely on word of mouth now and just wait for like big Super Bowl events to advertise movies?
I think it's
I feel like
they do mostly.
I don't think I've seen a trailer at all in the last like year and a half.
I think the big thing is they do social media ads now. Like they post shit to Twitter and YouTube and this and this and that.
That's what I mean.
And
yeah,
I just I never watched that shit ever. So how would I ever see it? You know?
Yeah, I feel like the form of advertising. I should say, or I should clarify. I guess I feel like the form of advertising has changed from those big, marquee trailer drops or whatever to more like 6-second clips that they post to Twitter and then people like engagement farm on them, basically.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't see them probably.
And then they get their bot accounts or their paid actors to be like, oh, this movie rules. And it's just, who cares? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the best way to success at the moment is just spool up a bot farm from a third world country. Spin your video into overdrive, get a lot of fake engagement on it, and then capitalize on that.
Or capitalize on people's loneliness and find an influencer that you can pay money to say the movie is good, and they'll just implicitly believe everything they say because people are desperately pathetic for human connection, and it works. It really
I saw
works.
that with the latest Marathon stuff, Marathon, the game by Bungie.
Yeah, the game no one cares about, and they're lying if they say they do.
I'm gonna say that the sentiment seems to be changing on Marathon.
I too also love Arc Raiders. The game that came out did the exact same thing and did it better earlier. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see when it drops. We'll see what happens. It could
Did you guys
be
see that
Concord.
the Highguard website is apparently now down?
Oh, wait, let's time for the weekly Highguard player count check. Would anyone like to take a guess?
Well, considering the website's down, I'm going to say it's got to be under 1,000 now. I'm going to say like 500.
All right.
Maybe.
Kaya?
Wait, what did Jackson guess?
I'm saying 600. I'll say 600.
Oh my God.
No, it's not that low. 1,200.
Oh, this is so bad. Wowee. Okay, so Kaya said 1,200. Jackson, you said 500?
600.
600. Kaya, you are basically on the nose. 1,283 players as of this episode.
Ooh.
That's a 60% drop since what, like 2 weeks ago when they had 4,000? Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's 99% drop since they had their, initial 100 and whatever it was, 1,000.
Excuse me, I misspoke. That's a 60% drop in 1 week. Last week, on February 9th, we're recording this on the 17th, they had 4,500 players. Now they have 1,200. Holy shit, what a failure.
I've already heard that most of the team has been laid off, obviously.
Yeah.
Also, so they advertise the game as like indie, basically.
Oh,
like
sure.
they're positioning themselves as that. I think I didn't look into this too hard. I just saw tweets floating around, so take this with a grain of salt. But I did read that Tencent had heavily invested in it and funded the project.
Jesus Christ. Pathetic.
It's sad that people lost their jobs, but it's also pretty funny that Tencent failed in this endeavor a little bit.
Good God almighty.
So I saw that their website was apparently taken down, or it was offline for a bunch of people. And then if you click on the Discord link on their official website, it apparently doesn't even have an official Highguard Discord. It just links to a small fan server, which is a little sad.
What was the PlayStation one? The PlayStation game Concord. I don't think this is Concord levels of bad, but this is definitely bad.
Concord was like 30 players within the first day. Like they didn't even have that 100,000 peak.
Yeah. So Highguard at its like best of the best on Steam, it had 15,000 people. So, that's not nothing, that's something, but
people are blaming Jeff Keighley for this shit and the Game Awards stuff. I'm going to push back on that. This is absolutely not Jeff Keighley or the Game Awards fault. I think it was dumb that they put it in that position in the Game Awards show.
Yes,
but
agreed.
Any video game would kill for that attention to have 100,000 players at launch to capitalize on that The issue is the game just wasn't fun. It didn't hit the mark, so that those 100,000 people didn't stick around.
It's also not Jeff Keighley's fault, because I would guarantee this is a paid slot. I bet you they stepped up and said, hey, we'll pay this much more money if you make us the last final grand reveal of the show.
I heard he did it for free.
Oh, fuck off. No. Jeff.
Yeah, apparently.
Jeff, you idiot. Why would you do that?
I don't know if he was the one who chose where it went. But it seems like he did it for free. Like he put them in there for free.
Look, if they wanted to rally behind this, there's a flow to the Game Awards. You know, sometimes in the middle of the show, you just go, oh, here's an indie game that no one's going to play, whatever, let's move on. But typically when it's in the middle, when it's at the end, and when it's at the beginning, those are the big, like, whoa, let people sit on that one. Let people, like, really...
It has to be something that people want.
Yeah, so they should have fired it as the very first trailer, just to be like, look, we're doing a thing, we're back. Yeah, and then saved what was the RPG 3?
Baldur's Gate.
Yeah,
3.
Baldur's Gate 3 should have been the final trailer. That trailer was fucking astounding.
I don't understand why that one wasn't the final trailer.
Yeah, and that's a game people are really, really looking forward to instead of
that would have been a
this.
good end to the show. Like, it would have left it on a high note.
Exactly.
That's Divinity technically, not Baldur's Gate, but okay.
Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, it's Divinity.
It is actually a very different thing. Yeah.
Baldur's Gate 3 already came out.
Yeah.
Several years ago.
There's same universe, right? Like, it's the same...
same dev
and same... Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's... I don't think it's the same.
It's not important. It's whatever.
Yeah, it's
anyway, that's my full review of Zootopia 2. Recommended.
Would you play a hero shooter if it was like a Pixar hero shooter? You could play as Judy Hopps.
Jesus.
Pixar hero shooter?
God, no.
Yeah. Come on, that would be sick. Why not? We need more hero shooters.
Yeah, we do. No, we do. That's fair. We absolutely do.
There should be like a manosphere hero shooter where you can play as like as Joe Rogan or like Andrew Tate. That'd be pretty sick. Why aren't they funding that? They have enough money to fund that. That should be done. Come on, guys.
Yeah, we should have, like Jordan Peterson, Charlie Kirk, Donald Trump, like just a big manosphere politics hero shooter, I think would be amazing.
Yeah, that sounds sick, Kyle. What's wrong with that?
I don't know if Jordan Peterson is even alive still. That's a name I haven't heard in like 2 years.
His ultimate abilities, he starts crying.
He tries to fuck his wife and he can't, so he gets a big boost to his strength and rage.
Oh no.
He's a tank character.
Yeah. Oh, Lord.
Come on, I can't be the only one having good ideas, guys. Come on.
That's a
we
great
can revitalize the hero shooter genre.
Yeah,
we can be the one.
The genre that totally needs to be revitalized. The one that gets a brand new game every 2 months entered into it. Yeah, totally.
I'm gonna. Deadlock's good. I'm really enjoying Deadlock at the moment. I think I spoke about it last week.
Deadlock to me is less hero shooter and more like shooter League of Legends, you know?
Yeah, it is. It is. It's a MOBA, but you still choose a hero and you're shooting in it, so you've got abilities.
I think they're different enough. Like, what was the Smite? You remember Smite? You ever play that?
Yeah.
That was like a MOBA kind of thing as well. It wasn't like a hero shooter. Like, I feel like Deadlock's more similar to Smite than it is Overwatch, you know?
Isn't there Smite 2 now?
I think there is.
And it failed abysmally.
Why?
It was like an enormous cash grab.
Oh.
Wait, I don't...
Yeah.
Choosing to make a new game, like, I don't think you could make... Well, you could, obviously, but why would you like making a League of Legends 2, basically, and forcing a migration change between your already extremely passionate
Wait a minute,
audience base?
Jackson, I have a very important Smite update. I want to admit on camera right now, Smite 2 has 7,000 concurrent players, which is 7 times the amount of people playing Highguard.
And Smite 2 is considered a failure, by the way, by most people.
Go get him. Smite 1 has more people playing than Highguard.
Yeah, does it have more people playing?
It is 1,600 people playing. That's
Smite
400 more people are playing the original Smite compared to Highguard.
Well, you know what that means. They need to make Highguard 2 then.
Oh, thank God. Finally.
Double down.
After all this time.
Double down, video games industry.
Jesus Christ. Go Smite.
All right. So did Concord come out last year?
Yes.
Around there?
Okay. So we've already had our Concord event of this year, probably. I think this will be the Concord event of the year, right?
Maybe.
I don't think anyone will get worse than that.
No, they can always do it worse, I'm sure.
I don't think Marathon's going to fail as hard as you guys probably think it is going to fail. I mean, Bungie's still got some level of talent in the shooting space and also a very passionate fan base still.
So the problem is that it has to compete with Arc Raiders and Fortnite and fucking what's the Dude Bro version, the Tarkov and fucking Call of Duty and like all the shooters in that bubble it's going to be competing with. And I just nothing I've seen about it makes me care, you know?
No, but I don't think we're the audience. And also, again, it's Bungie. I don't know. They're pretty proven at this point that they're able to spin up new IPs and have it be massive successes. Even you remember how like shit Destiny was at launch? I mean, a lot of people argue it's always been shit, but how like critically panned it was at launch, the original Destiny, and it still was like a massive success in terms of fan base. And those were like, I guess there's nothing really like Destiny though, is there? Like Borderlands is probably the closest.
Yeah.
So it had no competition.
Trying to think of other similar games, but
well, there is always a Life is Strange every year. Every year now, they make a new one apparently for some reason.
Are they making a new one?
Yes, they are.
What's
making
it called?
A sequel.
Kaya, you have to play it.
No, they're not even ironically fun anymore. It's the sequel to Double Exposure. I don't know what it's called.
Okay, but what if you played it?
No.
Okay, but what if you did?
So bad. No, why? Okay, fine. You can hire me to play it for $20
I'll give you
$10.
God, look at this
and
shit.
you have to purchase it for me.
Okay,
and you have to.
No, I'm not adding that to my credit card.
And you have to watch him. You have to watch him.
Oh fuck no!
Yes.
No.
You have to watch it at 90% speed, so you just spent like 10% more time on it than I had to. That's just so I get something out of this. It's called Life is Strange Reunion. And they keep dumping these out now. It's turning into a Call of Duty franchise where every fucking year. They cannot let these two characters die. What's her face? Max.
I thought they did die.
That was the whole
entire
point,
of the
wasn't it?
game.
That they die at the end?
Yes, but they're doing the Marvel thing where she just keeps coming back from an alternate dimension and she's just time travel. I'm
What
still
is
alive,
she?
Max.
Fucking eldritch fucking horror? What is she like? Is
Yes.
she human?
Yes, no, they're
I thought
both
she was
human with
just
superpowers. It's
I
just
thought she was
Marvel.
just an artsy girl with a camera that could turn back time.
You say that like it's a benign power. That's like that makes you a god. Oh, she can just turn back time and undo entropy.
Yeah, she can
What's the
just
big deal?
undo anything that ever happens ever. Whatever.
Yeah, but even if she's dead, like if you put a bullet in her brain right now, could she still turn back time, or is she dead?
I don't know. I didn't play it.
I've actually
Well, they shoot her friend and she turns that back.
Look,
that's not the
Jackson,
same.
don't ask me. I played one Life of Strange game. I don't even remember the title of it, but it's the one where at the end of the game, there's 1,000,001 pieces of evidence to link the guy to a corrupt plot, and he's trying to murder people to get away with it and all that. And instead of her bringing up a single piece of evidence, she hacks his brain and goes, "You feel bad about what you did, didn't you? You want to confess because you're sad, don't you?"
Oh, that's the color. That's True Colors.
True Colors, yeah. And then at the end, he goes, "Oh, I feel so bad. I confess. I did everything." It's the most insulting ending to a game I've ever seen.
Because you can see the colors of your
Yeah, that's the one. That's the only one I've ever played. Yeah. That was
where her superpower was noticing when people have the sad.
Yeah, it was
They're
having
angry
empathy
with
and
you.
talking about it. Yeah, that was the whole game.
My favorite is still the one where it's like two twins, and one of them's trans, and the story is their mom murdered them or tried to murder them, and then the big twist at the end is that they just misremembered. Mom actually never tried to murder us after all. That's the big twist at the very end.
So what's the story about? Alzheimer's? Fuck,
what was the game called, chat?
What's the superpower?
It's from the same
Is it
team.
Captain Underpants or whatever the fuck it was?
Yeah, it was
No.
Captain Underpants and the Wrath of the Wicked Wedgie Woman.
Tell me
Everyone's
why.
played that.
Oh, tell me why.
Tell me why. And her superpower in this, their superpower is that they can
Incest.
rewatch memories. They have memory. That is their superpower.
But then they
Remembrance,
get it wrong
like
at the
remembering
end.
things.
They get the entire
Yes.
memory wrong.
Yes. Literally, the entire story, this is not a joke, the entire story revolves around mom was too much of a haunted bigot. She was just like schizophrenic and she hated me being transgender. She tried to murder my sister. And at the end, the whole twist is, oh no, actually, there was a different murderer. He was trying to kill us. It wasn't mom at all.
Oh.
And that's the end of it.
Mom loved us being trans. Was that the message? She was like pro-trans?
I genuinely don't even remember what the message was. Like, this is where it started. Life is Strange 2, I say this often, Life is Strange 2 is where it peaked, because Life is Strange 2 is the one where they, like, had no self-awareness at all. This is the one where they have a Republican say, you're the reason we need to build that wall, as he's, like, kidnapping the Hispanic main character, and it's extremely fucking funny and corny. This is peak Life is Strange, and after this, everybody made so much fun of them, they kind of just, like, got self-conscious about it, and stopped making, like, corny games, and now
sad.
It's just pretending to be artsy and shit. It is sad.
Make
I
a
kind of
video
missed
game
it.
story about how your superpower is making bad video games and then getting critically
Yeah, and then going back in time and making people love the game. Kaya, it's funny how you made that statement. Would you say that Life is Strange is Call of Duty for women? It's just the yearly slop factory of pandering to that demographic.
I don't think it's just for women. It's not a gender thing.
Okay, obviously not. But Call of Duty is not just for men. But you get the point. It's the demographic they're aiming for.
Yes, the Tumblr demographic where
I don't know. A lot of guys are in that Tumblr era right now, guys.
Okay, but Jackson, look at the player base of Call of Duty and tell me it's not 92% men. Come on.
I will tell you that. I reckon it's at least 80%
so then
women.
look at the player base of Life is Strange and tell me it's not 92% women.
I reckon it's 80% men.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, no, not at all. Jackson read those studies that are like, most gamers are women now, and then you look into the fine print and it's like Candy Crush and Angry Birds or something.
Look, there's demographics. Women play Animal Crossing and phone games and all that shit far more than men. I would wager good money that Life is Strange is played by more women than men. I think it's a game made to appeal to women. Okay, shut the fuck up. Just continue, Kaya.
But no, you're right. I mean, it started in 2015, right at the beginning of the like culture war shit. This is Gamergate Origins, the series, and then it just devolved into the entire. Is there a list of this?
Yeah, like a franchise list somewhere.
Yeah,
Life is Strange.
List.
There it is.
Life is Strange Before the Storm, The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit, Life is Strange 2, Life is Strange 2, Episode 2 to 5, Life is Strange 2 Colors.
That's the one I thought was the underpants one.
Life is Strange, Life is Strange Remastered Collection, Life is Strange Double Exposure, Life is Strange Reunion. This isn't even counting the spin-offs like Life is Strange, Tell Me Why. Life is Strange, whatever the other one was.
You know his adventures are awesome when they say that they're awesome in the title of the game. That lets you know that it's going to be awesome.
That's the one I thought was the underwear one. The Spirit of Underwear.
It is, yes. The Awesome Adventures of Captain Spirit and his awesome adventures that his dad is a fucking alcoholic who hits him.
Good.
It's like, yeah, yay.
Damn.
Fun.
That sounds like my life is strange.
Is that really such a strange life? My dad drinks too much. Ooh, spooky.
Get over it, champ.
I bet you, though, there's a line in the
Zone.
game where he's talking to someone who confides in him, and they go, you always had, like, this spirit about you, you know? They can't ever break your spirit. They absolutely called him that to do a line drop. I hate that kind of shit.
Is it like they're all different series technically and stuff, but do like the characters intersect? Like, is it
yes,
all
they
one
do.
universe?
They are all in the same universe. So somebody who has played all of these, keep in mind, I have played all of these fucking turds. They are technically in the same universe.
Oh,
so Captain Spirit, universe. I'm pretty sure Captain Spirit at some point meets the Hispanic characters from Life is Strange 2.
Do they build the wall?
No, they the story of Life is Strange 2 is like the Hispanic kid, the 5-year or 8-year-old, however old he is, has psychic powers like an X-Man, and by the end of the game, he slaughters like upwards of 50 cops.
Holy shit.
I remember having a fucking counter on my stream because he just annihilates cops to the point where he was like floating their cars and crushing them and shit.
I love that.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
It is. It's actually, that one is just a good time, and then it's all downhill from there. Anyway, fuck you, Don't Nod.
I respect what they do, though. They've fucking identified a niche, and it's clearly successful for them.
They have hit the target market that I would describe, and I think Kaya would as well, as the exact antithesis of what I want in a video game, which is fine. That appeals to a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there who do want this.
Feel emotions in a video game?
No, Jesus, no, not at all, never. Because I want to turn into a stone-faced guy and practice my slide jumps and my fucking reload cancels. I don't care. Fuck it.
I love feeling emotions in video games.
All right, pussy.
Inconsistent sound mixing. I can vouch for that. The audio is ass in these games. Rehashing of old narrative groundwork. That's what happens when you reuse the same character in 7 fucking games, by the way. Let her die. Move on from this.
I mean, if the stories were good, no one would mind. Like, look at Telltale, for example. Most people like those, even though they were extremely lazily made, But the problem is that, as far as I can tell, most Life is Strange game stories are awful and bullshit.
Well, it's like if you took Breaking Bad and then you rewind time, and this time it's the same exact show, except they're selling, like, homemade weed. And then they do that 5 times where they just rewind time. And this time we're going to sell fentanyl, homemade. Okay, it's the same fucking story over and over.
Just slightly worse because you've already heard it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And because they get more and more self-conscious. So you don't get any like earnest, silly goofiness anymore out of them.
So it's like negative character growth.
Yeah. It's
whatever happened to... Where's David Cage these days?
He's making a new Star Wars game.
Yeah.
Still? We've been talking about that for like 3 years now. Where is it?
Now hold on a minute. I have to put up my fucking wall here now. David Cage is the king of like so bad they're good video games. His games are amazingly perfect in that realm of I'm laughing at this. It's fucking stupid. I want him to make games forever and ever.
Yeah, it's like when fucking the bad movies are so bad that they're good. It's very enjoyable.
He's the Tommy Wiseau of video games. He really is. Or the Neil Breen. Yeah.
You need that to balance the industry out. Otherwise, the good games get
Jackson,
too powerful.
Are you sure about this? I don't find the word Star Wars anywhere on his Wikipedia.
Star Wars Eclipse. Yeah. It was David Cage, right? David Cage.
Yeah. I'm looking at it. He's nowhere... It's nowhere mentioned here.
Star Wars Eclipse it was announced in 2021 and is releasing in a year or two, roughly.
That's what they say. I don't believe it.
Yeah. Why would you give him Star Wars of all things, though?
Why would he want Star Wars? He would have had to pay a lot of money for that license.
Oh, I think I found the answer. The initial launch or the initial reveal trailer was a concept trailer designed to entice investors into making it a real game. So this is never happening.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, he just made a hype reel for himself and they said no.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like, look, I can make a Star Wars game and then
lame.
Yeah, this is never happening.
Lame.
Sorry.
Fuck you, David Cage.
Wow, he had you duped, Jackson. Cringe.
I just didn't think that happened. Like, I get making a hype reel to show to investors, but releasing that at the Game Awards as a game announcement is a bit unhinged.
Quantic Dream's bio still lists Star Wars Eclipse.
Apparently, the long development time of the game was attributed to the poor reputation of the studio, making it hard for them to garner good employees and investors.
Oh, yeah, that's right. David Cage got Me Too, didn't he, or something?
He also got Me Too'd about 3 years after announcing it, yeah. That's still super funny, though. Imagine people knowing your games are so ass that you can't get the game moving because people won't work for you. Oh, fuck. In the game industry of all things, where everyone's desperate as fuck. Oh, my God.
Oh, I'm happy to report, if you look at your screen, Quantic Dreams is also making a hero game. Yeah. Can we outlaw this? Can we get a presidential decree to ban hero shooters and hero third-person games?
For the next 10 years.
Enough. How are people not bored of this genre?
Clearly they are.
Well, how are game studios now bored of making them?
I don't fucking know. I don't understand the logic. The video game industry is the only industry in the world that is like entirely ego driven, where they can learn lessons over and over again, in quotation marks, and then still not employ any of the learnings that they've just learned.
It's also paradoxically an industry where they're always at the cutting edge of technology and they're always driving graphics forward and all this tech. And at the same time, they're just stuck in this musty ass, rusty mentality where like we're all bored of this genre and they don't notice. They're like, oh, you guys still want more hero games, right? No.
Well,
We're done. We're over it. We're good.
I think it's a factor of video game development times are taking so long now. 5 years ago when this game started development, it probably looked like a good idea. But then they're 5 years in, they've invested, $100 million into the project, and now they're fucking stuck in a genre that has been dead for 3 years.
I personally think you might not know what the fuck you're talking about because I'm scrolling through Quantic Dream's Wikipedia page, and I just found out that they published Dustborn. You remember that game?
Nope.
That's where you drive in the desert with your fucking friends and you sing about how the government sucks in your shitty punk band.
The game where they sing about like this is the new porn, like a newborn.
Yeah, that game. Yeah.
yeah.
That's where you drive around. So the plot of the game is like you're in a band, kinda, and you're fighting the government, kind of. And then you're like, we have to drive in a big van to go to this place. And as you're driving, you get pulled over by the big shadow government. And they go, well, if you're a band, prove it. And they go, well, okay, we'll do our fun little rhythm mini game to prove that we're a band. And then it plays the first song of the game, which, as Kaya said, the lyrics are like, we are the Dustborn. We are the new porn. We'll be reborn because we're the Dustborn. And it's the most fucking miserable elementary school song you've ever heard in your life. And that's Dustborn. And I love that game. That game is special to me.
Can you look up and find out if it was made through government grants?
I think it was. I think it was made through an art grant by the government as well.
It's always that.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a whole thing for a while there where people were uncovering all the whole like sweet baby government grants and NGOs of all the like sneaky little groups that were basically getting paid by the Canadian government and the French governments to make dog shit video games? And like
something around there. I know in Dustborn specifically, it fits some sort of grant criteria because one of the main characters is a fat woman with vitiligo whose character trait is she goes to the bathroom and takes shits through the whole game.
That is wild. Vitiligo. We really
what happened with vitiligo?
Like, yeah, vitiligo used to be a big like marking stamp of character design for a long time.
It still is, and I've still never seen anyone with it in real life. I'm sure it like obviously is a thing, but it's overrepresented in video games, I would say.
Oh man.
What?
It's gonna be weird to explain. Like the frustrating thing too is like the moment you try to explain these things as they objectively happen, you do end up sounding like those fucking schizos who just ramble and scream about the woke, like purple hair women ruining video games. And it's like, okay, it's not. You don't want to sound like those guys, but we really did live through a fucking crazy era. The problem, just vitiligo fatties in every video game.
The problem is that they try to place it into the spot of, oh, don't like it, don't buy it, but then it actively hurts the industry. So Dustborn is a good example. I believe it was the game or one of the games that got like a government art grant that paid for the entire thing through taxpayer dollars. Yeah. So here's the problem. Dustborn gets announced and shown off, and everyone's like, this game fucking sucks. Like, who wants to play this crap? And then the defenders of it go, no, it'll be good. It's great. Like, it does all this incredible stuff. And then it comes out, and of course it flops, and it sucks ass, and no one buys it. And then all of that grant money, all of that to a project that normally wouldn't be able to exist, went to a piece of shit no one wants. Put it in games that have actual passion behind them, actual something, instead of shit like this.
The games do have passion behind them.
Do they?
Yeah, they do. They do. They absolutely. I don't think you can say they don't have passion behind them. Obviously, the developers care.
Obsession and passion, yes.
A lot about spreading their message.
It has passion in the same way that artists had passion who drew Mark Zuckerberg with his feces.
Yeah.
You have to be pretty passionate to play with your own shit, but that doesn't make it good.
Yeah, so I guess what I mean is make games that will appeal to people at least to some capacity. And the example I can use is I hopped on the Steam charts for Dustborn, and one person is playing the game right now. There is one concurrent Dustborn player as we speak. So go get him, Tiger. Good for you.
I think passion isn't important to a project or something, but what's more important is like actual creativity and actual skill at creating things.
That's more so my point. Passion may not be the right word, but make something with merit. Make something that does something that deserves to be made, instead of either A, checking quotas for whatever bullshit you want to spew, or B, the AAA problem, which is just trying to market algorithm your way into success. Don't
you guys think that government grants for art in general is fucking stupid anyway?
Depending
for projects like this.
For projects like this,
sure.
yeah.
I just think like art should be able to stand on its own. Like if it's not worthy of standing on its own,
I admire.
What's its point of existing?
I admire when a grant creates a product that normally wouldn't exist. So let's say you have like a cool graffiti artist, and they go, "Hey, we're going to pay you government money to repaint this entire bridge and make it look super cool." He could never do that normally. There'd be no way without the government consent. Like, I like that.
Well, there would be a way. There absolutely would be a way if he was a true graffiti artist, a true punk. He'd be able to get out there.
And then they would clean over it and arrest him. And it's like, I get what you're
Jackson
saying.
has a
be
point,
more
though.
interesting.
Yeah.
But then it's gone.
Like, isn't graffiti to be a little, naughty?
Okay, you're looking at the example rather than the outcome of what I'm saying. And Jackson wants to be naughty, and we all know. My point is
going through my naughty era. Yes.
Yeah, my point is take the Mark Zuckerberg shit guy, and the government goes, "We're going to give you $10 million to paint a giant mural on the side of Facebook headquarters, the size of the building." Like, he couldn't normally afford that.
Yeah,
money.
but let's say like they give him a $10 million grant to paint this shit instead. It's not really. I don't want it. It's not fun then.
Okay, do you have another example? They find an artist and go, "Here's $10 quadrillion to draw statues of Kaya and Jackson with world-ending sized penises." There you go. Do you happy now? You get the idea?
Redirect all foreign funding to that project.
Honestly,
That matters infinitely more than anyone in the Middle East combined.
I like that you're Turkish and saying that.
Wouldn't you want a giant statue of you with a tiny penis instead? So that when you take off your pants, it's more impressive?
Is that the dumbest thing you've ever said on our entire show?
My penis isn't going to be able to like weigh up with the fucking statue version of me.
Who cares? You're not going to be the statue version of you regardless of what you do.
Yeah, but anytime I'm having sex, I take off my pants, it's going to be disappointing.
Oh, I'm sorry, you don't have a 14-foot cock that's fucking made of brass?
Well, no, even just to scale, like, or in, to scale, like in comparison to the body. It's still, my penis would look tinier in comparison to my body than the statue cock would to the statue.
I don't know. No, I'm good. I'm right. You can say that.
You're not going to touch that?
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I'm good. I'm all right. Put my hands up.
Not going to touch that one? All right. I'm just saying I would prefer my statue to have a tiny cock so it's more impressive when human Jackson.
Okay, when they build these statues.
See the logic.
When they build these statues, we'll take the inches out of your cock and put them in the inches on my statue's cock. And that'll be
That's fine. You can oversell and underdeliver.
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Whoa. Not at all. All I have to do is go, "Oh, that's not the scale." The end. I'm good.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter. People already have it in their brain that you've got a giant fucking cock when it's not true. You got a tiny little wiener.
I'm perfectly fine with that. For every 10 people that actually do end up seeing it, tens of millions will think it's massive. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with that.
True.
That sounds great.
Marketing, though.
Yeah, I guess that's a good point.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Better to have 10 million people think that you got a giant cock than 10 million people think that you have a tiny cock.
Yeah. Exactly. Can we talk about a good video game now, please?
Yeah. What do you want?
You know what I want, Jackson. Say it, bitch. Say it, you sick fuck.
Dustborn.
No, come on. You and I talked about it off show. Come on.
All right. Well, we didn't talk about it. I just said, "Are you playing it?" And you said yes.
I did. Now say it.
Conversation.
Speak the fucking words.
Blueprints.
Yeah, it's Blueprints. That game fucking rules. Jackson, talk about it. It was your game of the year a couple years ago, apparently, and I'm finally now playing it.
Yes. I'm a sucker for puzzle games in the first place.
Yeah.
So it is my genre of choice. That's why. But also, I think it's a very creative application of the puzzle genre in general. Like, it's not a puzzle game that I've ever played before. Really,
Yeah.
It's a very creative spin on it, but it's also, I like that it just dumps you into the environment and lets you make the discoveries at your own pace. It's not like it doesn't handhold you in any way, really.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe the game in general?
It is
earlier.
okay. The best way I will describe it is unfortunately a narrow way, but people out there will know what I'm talking about. There is a board game called Haunted House on the Hill.
Yeah.
It is that exact same mechanic where you open up new rooms with a randomly generated set of rooms that you can pick from, and then those rooms have different attributes. Now, if you've never played that board game, I would describe it as it is a dungeon exploring roguelike where the RNG is what room you're going to walk into next. So you walk into a house, and every day it just starts with a foyer, like an opening room, and you open a door, and then it's like, well, okay, randomly choose the next room. And it might have a key, it might have some crystals, some money, it might have a link to a puzzle, it might have lore information, it might give you a bonus, it might give you more energy, etc., 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 etc. And the idea is the game is similar to Return of the Obra Dinn, The Witness, a lot of other puzzle games I'm blanking on here, but it brilliantly does what Jackson is saying, which is, okay, we're telling you nothing, go fuck yourself, have fun, figure this out on your own. And it's got 1,000,000,001 moments of just pure satisfaction where you connect dots or go, oh, that's what that means, or oh, now I can open this, oh, I see now. And that gets my dick so hard. I love when games do that. It feels so fucking satisfying.
Yeah, that's what makes a good puzzle game. When
Yeah.
You're able to instill that feeling in the person playing, regardless of their intelligence level, right? Doesn't matter. Like, everyone should be able to play a puzzle game and feel smart when they when something finally clicks for them. I think that's the mark of a true.
It is a puzzle game that never stops making you feel smart. And I feel like a lot of puzzle games, you'll get to a point where you run your head into a wall, or you'll hit puzzles where you're like, okay, that was dumb, or oh, I just solved that on accident. I don't think that happens here in Blueprints. At least it hasn't happened to me. I feel like everything I discover is the perfect balance of I know enough to keep going, but not enough to solve everything. Or I get one piece and go,
you've got something to chase down, basically. Some kind of angle to continue exploring.
Yeah, and they give you stuff that's intentionally obfuscated. They give you stuff that like you think applies to one thing and it actually applies to another, and it's good. It's real. It's real nice. It's a good game.
I love when video games especially puzzle games, use the environment to such a strong degree, where you notice something in the environment and something else finally fucking clicks, and you're like, oh my god, how did I not see that before?
There are also things that it does that I'm a personal huge fan of, which is like logical progression, which I'm trying not to spoil it, but it's where like if you think something should work, it does. Whereas in a lot of other video games, it's like, oh no, it just doesn't work because fuck you, that's not part of our puzzles. Whereas Blueprints has a lot of, oh, did you try doing this here just to do it? Turns out that opens a new area, or turns out that gives you lore you wouldn't expect, or this or this or that. Without spoiling it, there is a certain room that if you put in a specific spot of the house, it opens up a whole new dimension to the house. And they don't tell you this. You just kind of have to infer, oh, that would let you do that, wouldn't it? And it's true. Whereas in a lot of other games, you wouldn't be able to know.
Are you referring to something that goes on the left side of the house?
Yes, I am, big boy. And that's all we'll say.
Alert.
Yeah,
it's not a spoiler. There's so many different cases.
We won't go any further than that. But Jackson, I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. But that's a great example of there's nothing in the game that tells you to do that, but you kind of just go, oh, maybe this would do a thing, and you try it, and it works. And the game's full of that, and that's
the only
my favorite
criticism I have of the game is that through the the core premise of the game being basically like a roguelite where each day restarts and you have to start from a blank house, and then each of the rooms you go through, you get given 3 choices of rooms that go in that spot. At some point later on in the game, it will become a bit frustrating attempting to get the right rooms to progress with certain puzzles. I think that's a byproduct of the type of game that they've made. Obviously, a pretty hard design. There are ways to mitigate that, ways that you can force cards and things like that. So
it's the roguelike nature. Another game similar to this that I know a lot of people are going to latch onto is Outer Wilds. Is very, very similar to this game. And where I think Outer Wilds succeeds, that this game does struggle a little bit, is in Outer Wilds, you are always making progress and always able to kind of find a route of, oh, I haven't done this yet or whatever. Sometimes in Blueprints, because it's a roguelike and there is the RNG elements, you'll just walk like 3 steps and get fucked and be like, okay, that's the end. I have to start over. And it's nothing you can do. That's just how it is, you know?
Yeah, I don't think that's that much of a downside because it is part of the, like, it's the strategy of the game. Like, it makes you think about the rooms and where they go a little bit deeper than just randomly placing rooms
Kaya
everywhere.
is enthralled because he has opened up a gif of Jackson dick sucking an eggplant.
I'm listening
on screen.
I might download this game.
Thank you.
I like puzzles.
Yeah. You know, you can't talk much about it without spoiling it, but if you like Return of the Obra Dinn, Outer Wilds, billion,
all of my favorite games, basically. The Talos Principle.
Talos Principle,
Lorelei and the Laser Eyes is another good one.
Yeah. There's a billion and one games like this where it's not just like, oh, like I think Portal is the other kind of puzzle game where it's like, oh, here's your systems, you know, find the way out. Whereas these are more kind of deduction puzzles, like, oh, this means this and this points to that, and now I can go do this.
Deduction based.
If you like those kind of games, Blueprints is flawless. It's a flawless entry in the genre. You'll love it. I think 10 hours in, and I can't wait for this episode to end to go back to playing it. It's just so good. It's just so stupidly good.
I'm
highly
glad.
recommend.
It's my favorite genre of games, puzzle games, so I always enjoy when someone also enjoys puzzle games because they're pretty niche.
Yeah. Well, I also love that the game, in-game, this is not a spoiler, it literally directly encourages you, hey, take notes. Hint, hint, hint. And it's like, yeah, you need to. There are things in this game you have to write down, or you're just not going to connect.
I have
things
a journal.
Together.
I have like a leather-bound journal just full of scribblings from the game.
I opened up the Steam Notes app that's built into the game because I'm lazy and it works, but you know.
I guess I could have done that.
Yeah, but excellent game. Utterly excellent game.
All right, well that's Andrew's things he likes this corner.
Yeah.
What about you, Kaya?
You first. Does it have to be a video game?
No, just anything in general.
Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft again.
A lot?
Kaya has like 4 things he likes he rotates between.
Yeah. In terms of video games. That is true.
Why?
I don't know, I just like Minecraft. I can't lie. It just hits that itch.
What kind of Minecraft gamer are you? Do you like build a house? Do you go on adventures? Do you try to what's your play style in Minecraft?
I don't know, adventuring and making a crib, I guess. Hunting down my friends on the server and griefing them and killing them.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, it's griefing.
Yeah.
Okay. You put lava in the house under a block and they mine it, and I know you're sure.
Or you set it up with explosives. Or you do the thing where you like, you know, that push block or whatever, so if they step on a trap, it pushes their whole house up by 1 block, which is very obnoxious. That sort of stuff, yeah.
I'll tell you the Minecraft players that scare me the most are the ones that engage with redstone at all. That shit was always too complicated
oh my
for me.
God. Yeah. There's other games that people have done this, but like Roller Coaster Tycoon is another example. But when you have a sandbox game and the YouTube videos that come out are like, I built a working calculator, you know that you're fucked. They're just going to use it to make the most diabolical creations anyone's ever seen, you know?
Fucking terrifying.
Running Doom in Minecraft.
Yeah,
I never understood that either. The most my brain functions is, okay, here's a lever, here's some redstone. It can turn a torch on.
I get that. I get the connection.
I have a button to open a door. I am Einstein in this universe.
I'm a genius. Yeah.
Wubba lubba dub dub. Morty, check this out.
Are you a dick griefer though? Dick griefer sounds like a horrible term. Are you a griefer that is a dick that waits for your friends to be offline before you grief them, or do you?
No, the funniest thing, like I forget how it works exactly, but you can turn the coordinates off for, like, you can't see each other where your friends are. So you can technically, be across the map and not see each other. And I just like finding people by making maps and like deducing where they are and finding them and hunting them down. That's the fun part to me. And just killing them and taking their diamonds and running away. Like the Baba Yaga, but Minecraft.
Oh, that's sick. That's awesome. Well,
You
yeah,
can play with me,
Minecraft.
Jackson.
I can't do Minecraft anymore. I played way too much of it when I was like a teenager, basically, like a young teenager. Just too much. It's all this. It's like I get that you have unlimited freedom in Minecraft to do anything, but I feel like whenever I do play it, I always just end up doing the same thing. I always just end up building like the same house, getting to a point where I've mined diamond or something like that, or gone to the nether. And then I'm like, yep, I've made good progress, log off. And then I never play it again.
I have that problem with the vast majority of sandbox games. It's why I just found Tears of the Kingdom extremely boring. And it's because I don't enjoy sitting and tinkering on stuff. I find good solutions and just use those over and over again, I want to go on the adventure and beat the game and do the challenges. I don't really want to sit there and play Legos, Jackson, in a way you'll understand,
Well, no, I think I agree with you, because when I played Legos in quotation marks, or when I did play Legos, it was always by the instructions because I wanted to get to the end point. I wanted just to get to the end point of having the thing built.
Yeah, like Minecraft is fun. I'll play it, but it very quickly reaches a point that I see in a lot of games. Like Rust is another great example. A lot of the friend simulators like Repo or Lethal Company, where I just go, what am I doing? I don't feel like I have a real defined anything here. It's just kind of like, okay, here you go,
Kind of up to your imagination, though. Tears of the Kingdom, you lost me there. That game is ace. If you can't make fun contraptions.
I think my issue with Tears of the Kingdom was I played it back to back with Breath of the Wild, which is
you fucked up.
Yeah, it wasn't a smart idea. I think I bowed out after like 10 hours of Tears of the Kingdom. Not because it was a bad game or anything, but because I already just played 60 hours of Breath of the Wild, and I felt like I was just retreading ground by that point. Even though Tears of the Kingdom, like obviously has a bunch of new systems and things like that, but they weren't systems that I felt made the game any better, really.
Yeah, Bonanza, Donkey Kong Bonanza is another great example. I got probably about halfway through, and then, a big part of the fun of that is, well, go anywhere and punch anything and break rocks and do this, all that. And it's a fun game, but like, part of me just finds that more exhausting after a while than like fun. I'd rather be playing like my current main game is Lies of P, which is, it's Dark Souls, but I always know where I'm going and everything's dynamic and feels well directed. And, I always feel like, okay, now I'm going to do this next, and that's fun. Whereas in the open world games, a lot of the time I'm just like, I don't want to walk over this whole thing just to go to the next thing. I don't want to break a million rocks just to get to that.
Are you tired of Souls games, Andrew?
Yeah, and Lies of P is kind of wearing off on me too because of that, but I do want to see where the story ends and where it goes. But I think after this, it's going to be a long while before I play another Souls-like, because
they're just so long.
They're long and they're samey, and they really have to grab you, and it's like, the gameplay gets really stale. Because again, it's back to what you and I are saying, Jackson. I found my build. I found my build. I found my weapon.
You don't need to change.
Yeah, why would I change?
Actually, you're in a lot of games like that, you're punished for changing because you're further into a game where things are more hard, so you have less flexibility to change.
I found my build. I know how I attack, how I approach almost every enemy, what my good strengths are, how to fight the bosses, and then occasionally I find a new weapon, and I go, ooh, let's try that, and I level it up to max, and I respec and do all that, and it's just worse. And it's just actually worse so much of the time. And I go, well, that was a waste. And then I go back to what I want to do. Okay, this is the whole game now. The end.
Did you play that monkey game?
Wukong?
Yeah.
I hated it. Thought it was terrible. I don't know why people loved it. It was boring as all fuck. It's a Souls game without any of the like exploration feel to it. Like, it's extremely linear and basic. Okay. Yeah. I hated it.
I picked it up last night and I played for like 30 minutes. So I didn't really have any feelings about it, really. I thought it was
I played it for like an hour and said, fuck this. And I've never felt like going back. It just felt like it felt like a Souls game, but for the God of War crowd. who want like more
Yeah,
rails, more direction, more cutscenes, more mash X to do thing kind of
Isn't there a
gameplay.
new God of War now?
Is there?
Remaster or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a
they
remaster.
redid the original trilogy. Yeah.
That's what the big event at the most recent PlayStation State of Play, I think it's called.
Yeah.
The
remake?
final trailer was they did the classic thing where the words just show up on screen and everyone pog champs in chat.
Yeah.
And then they go, they said, yeah, it's going to be a while before you see the project. We've just started development on it. And I'm like, what the fuck are you showing it then?
Ooh.
Yeah, really.
I'm so fucking sick of that.
Hype.
It's just letters on a screen. And we know how this goes a lot of the time as well with letters on the screen. Where's fucking the next Skyrim game or whatever the next Elder Scrolls that was announced 12 years ago?
We also know these games. It's not like they announced God of War 3 of the new trilogy. We know exactly what these games are. If they're remakes, we've already seen them before.
Well,
we
It's
already
going to
know
be
all of it.
Unreal Engine.
Whoa.
At least it's a remake. They might make changes and stuff, but I agree. I'm so sick of remakes at this point. Just give me new experiences. Entirely.
I agree.
New experiences. Like that.
Well, this might be a new experience.
That conference, I swear, was like 80% remakes or remasters or stuff. Like the whole Metal Gear collection. I think there was
hold on a minute. The Metal Gear collection is good because it's the first time Metal Gear Solid 4 is anywhere except the PlayStation 3, which that's something.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess I just don't replay games that much. Like I really don't go back and replay a game once I beat it because I've already had that experience.
I'm similar. Metal Gear Delta, the Metal Gear Solid 3 complete remake that came out, I still haven't played it. I want to, but I'd rather do new stuff. You know, I know how that game goes.
Yeah.
So I hear you.
Concord.
I'll hop on Highguard.
You guys are missing the biggest change they might introduce, which is to streamline the games into something that the Dark Side Phil crowd might have an easier time with.
Oh, good. Oh,
That's what I was
sick.
worried about too.
Look, remakes are good for two things. There's only two things they're worthwhile for. Number one is
Adding boobs.
adding Judy Hopps' fat ass on screen and adding blueprint-style logic deduction puzzles to every remake. That's it. No,
what a weird game.
The first is if you bring a product that's not normally accessible. So, like, let's say you have a Japanese-only game that they release here as a remake. That's great. You have a game on an old console that they remake for the new ones. That's great. You have a, Metal Gear Solid 4, perfect example. It's on the PlayStation 3 and was never released anywhere else. Now it's coming to modern consoles. That's great.
Can you emulate it? Can you just emulate that?
Not from what I remember, you can, but it's sketchy. Like, it's not great. It works, but it's not great.
Yeah, I think PS3 emulation is pretty hard. Right?
Yeah. But even then, I'm talking from like the modern regular consumer standpoint. You know, you shouldn't have to emulate it. Is my point. Yeah. But the other one where it makes sense is when you're fixing it. So God of War is a good example because I remember the very first one had a fuckload of glitches and shit that just was broken, literally would not work. When I first got that game as a kid, when you got to the final boss fight against Ares, there was a known glitch that happened all the time that I had where the game would just stop. It would just crash while you were fighting Ares. And the way that you fixed it was opening the disc tray to your PlayStation 2 and letting it sit like that for 10 minutes until I think the disc RAM cleared from the console and then it could move forward. And then it would work fine. I'm dead serious. You can Google it. It was all over Game FAQs at the time.
A game would be crucified if that happened.
Exactly. But if they make this remake and they fix that, okay.
No.
I'm
a loyalist. I want that included.
Yeah, you want to have to open the PS5 disc tray. If you get the digital edition, the game just bricks. It never works. You're fucked.
I don't like it when they tinker with the original game design, damn it.
But that's it. If in those two cases, I'm good with remakes. I even like them. I like seeing them. But if it's not that, then who cares? What's the fucking point? You know?
And speaking of video game bugs, which video game was it? There was a game back in like the early 2000s. I distinctly remember where it was like an action beat 'em up kind of game.
Mm-hmm.
And while you were fighting, there was like in this one specific level, there was like a 10% chance that there would just be this cataclysmic nuke sound effect play that like is just all static.
Oh, that's
like 200%
Devil May Cry.
volume. Yeah, it might have been, I think it's Devil May Cry. It just fucking explodes your stereo.
Yeah, Devil May Cry. Yeah,
and it
Devil
just
May
happens
Cry.
randomly. It just like there's no kind of like warning about it happening.
I love that shit. There were games, I forgot which ones they were, but there were games that would just brick your hard drive. Where if they saved wrong, it would literally wipe your whole hard drive to correct it.
I think there was a story from old school Bungie, but like an old school Bungie game. I think it might have been Myth, the old Myth games.
Yeah, something
like
RTSs.
That they printed all the discs. They did their printing run for manufacturing, and then they discovered that there was a bug with the install process where it would delete like an important system folder on computers and just completely like destroy people's computers. So they needed to like reprint all the discs, which was like a several month long process and stuff. It was, and they were like hand boxing it as well, like all the employees. But after they spent the day coding, they'd go into the warehouse at night and have to like repackage the boxes.
You know what, Jackson? I think I'm with you. I think they can remake games and fix stuff, but I think there should be an options toggle that says like keep old glitches.
Give me
so
that.
It destroys your computer and your ears.
I actually do agree. There's something charming about that time period where it's like, this sounds like lame and gay, but like old cowboys making games by with barely anything. There was a Wild
light
West.
of the candle.
Look, romantically, yeah, that sounds cool. But then when you're playing God of War and you're on the hardest difficulty and you're 25 hours in and you literally can't beat the final boss, I disagree with you with 10,000%.
I think that's hilarious, especially since it didn't happen to me.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
There you go. If it happens to you, it's awesome.
Yeah, I remember little, however old I was when that game came out. I remember I got to Ares, I looked it up on GameFAQs. They were like, open the disc tray, it works. And I couldn't believe it. Fucking worked.
I just feel like whenever like a video game company now takes an old game and patches and smooths over it, it loses a little bit of its charm each time you do that. I think that's all.
Potentially, yeah.
I think
it depends.
I like if they keep the charm, like the Oblivion remake.
Right.
Last year or the year before, where they kept the audio bugs and such, the little like misspeaking.
Yeah, but I honestly think that was. I'm not going to attribute that to Bethesda. I think that was just laziness on their part. Probably they weren't making a conscious decision to preserve the charm. Probably.
Yeah, I think it depends. It totally depends. There's good remakes and there's bad remakes, and good remakes understand, the feel of the original. That's the thing you always have to preserve. If you get rid of that, you fucked up.
Yeah, but at that point, like I don't care. Like,
you know what?
Experienced it.
I remembered another one I will appreciate when it's like it's a remake, but it's not. And I think the best example of that is Resident Evil 4. The original and the remake are very fucking different. Very different games.
I like that kind of stuff.
I'm perfectly okay with it because they're both excellent. Like they're extremely different experiences, but the remake is an amazing game. Even without the original. If the remake came out without the original existing, it would still be fantastic.
Totally fine when they don't remake it 1-to-1 or anything like that, and instead use it as like a jumping off point to make an entirely different game. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Because I'm getting 2 good games for the price of 1.
That's right.
I think the Silent Hill 2 did that as well. I haven't played it, but I heard really good things.
I heard it was excellent. I watched a bit of gameplay of it to see if I'd be interested, and it does look kind of like an RE4 remake scenario where it's the same game but like very different in everything. Plays differently, feels different, which I've heard only good things. I've only heard good things though. I was willing to try it.
What's interesting to me is that kind of kicked off a Silent Hill renaissance. We went like 15 years without a Silent Hill game.
Mm-hmm.
And now I think there's like 4 in development.
Now, do you know why? Do you know why though?
No, I actually don't. Why?
Because they were fucking awful.
Oh yeah, I know why they stopped. Trust me, I know why they stopped.
1, 2, and 3 are amazing masterpieces. 4 is everything fine. 4 is okay. It's not great. It's fine. Every game after that is fucking dog shit. Like actually awful.
Yeah. Have you fellas seen Return to Silent Hill, the recent movie?
No.
I haven't seen the movie.
It is, I would say it's easily one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It is so fucking horrific. You need to sit down and watch it. Like, it's not even fun bad. Yeah, it came out this year. 2026, and maybe it's direct to DVD. I don't even know if it went to the movie theaters, but they made it as a reboot of the whole series. Let me see. Return to Silent
Yeah, I've never
Hill.
even heard of this.
It has, well, add that to the list of movies that have come out and you haven't heard of. None of us have heard of. I was just browsing my fucking sites and I saw Return to Silent Hill. And I thought, oh, is this like one of those ripoff movies that kind of sort of name their movie after an actual franchise? But no, it's licensed and everything. It's a mainline Silent Hill movie, and it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen. It has PlayStation 3 graphics for CGI.
So I'm reading into this. It's a retelling of the plot from Silent Hill 2, which is the most iconic Silent Hill. So fine, it made double its budget.
Yeah,
it had a budget of 23 million and made 41 million. But most interestingly, this I don't blame it for the fucking old school CGI. It started in 2006. They were working on it for 20 years. No,
wait.
Yeah, it says here. Yeah, he's right.
Wait, where are you reading?
It went through
this?
various.
So it started in development in 2006 and then officially started moving forward in 2012.
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, but wait, we had Silent Hill films before this. This is a reboot.
Is it?
Yeah, this is a reboot based on Silent Hill 2, but we have had movies before this.
Apparently weird. Okay, apparently they greenlit it in 2006 and didn't start working on it until after the one in 2012 came out.
Yeah, it sounds like they pivoted to Silent Hill Revelation instead.
Okay, in 2006, an actual movie did come out. In 2006, we had Silent Hill, which was, okay, it's whatever.
I've never seen them. Are they any good, the movies in general?
I will say this much. I've seen them. The first one is like infinitely better and has better CGI 20 years ago than Silent Hill Return to Silent Hill. So it is embarrassing how bad it is.
Yeah, there's 3 Silent Hill movies. There's the first 2 and then this new one. The first one is, like, if you say, okay, this is not a Silent Hill movie, it's just a horror movie, it's fine, because they just throw a lot of Silent Hill away and make up their own shit, and it's fine. Revelation, I think I remember sucking ass, but I barely remember it.
Is it the one with there's a church and there's a cult in the church or something?
Yes.
Isn't that the first one?
That's all of them, kind of.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember.
Yeah. I remember I liked the plot of the first Silent Hill movie, but it also has very little to do with the games. It's just kind of its own movie.
Yeah.
So, whatever.
Yeah, but there's a lot of Silent Hill games coming out now, and they all look fairly interesting, honestly. Like, I didn't play it, but Silent Hill F last year also was pretty highly praised. It was the one where you play as like a Japanese girl in the Japanese version of the Silent Hill town, basically.
Did they have a cameo? Did they have a cameo from the Forager, my favorite Silent Hill character?
No.
Oh, god damn it. Do you guys know about the Forager? He's the best thing Silent Hill ever did. Okay, I'm gonna fuck up these details. I really want to like talk about this in a main video and research this more. But do you guys remember that Silent Hill phone game experience where fans could vote on what would happen next? And it was
that was recent.
Ascension.
Yeah.
So they put that out on phones and like browsers and shit. And it was like, oh, you choose your own adventure, a scary haunted house, fucking crowdfunded whatever thing. And the community banded together because no one really gave about a shit about this thing. And they banded together to go like, okay, we're gonna create a character called the Forager, and all he does is search Silent Hill for wild berries that he can eat, and that's all he cares about. So there's a cutscene of the protagonists in this Silent Hill game. They meet him and he's on the ground digging through the dirt, and he's like, I've got to find these berries, these delicious rare berries that only grow in Silent Hill. And they're like, well, what are you doing here? And he's like, I heard Silent Hill has the best berries. They're really tasty this time of year. And they're like, you should be careful. There's monsters here. And he's like, I know that, but I'll look for these berries first, and then I'll leave Silent Hill. And it goes on for like 5 straight minutes. And then he's never seen again. It's fucking awesome.
How did the game work? So people like vote on a character, and then
it was like a choose your own adventure horror game where people would vote either in chat or on a website of what would happen next and what people would be introduced, and you could write stuff in. And I don't remember the exact details, but basically the chat unanimously agreed we need a guy called the Forager to pick berries all game. Yeah, but do nothing else.
How did development on that happen? Like, so the vote happens the week before, and then the next week is it like AI generated?
Ascension, that's it. Yeah.
Or is it like AI generated?
I don't remember. This thing kind of like came and went. Like people didn't really pay attention to it. So I don't remember the details.
Well, no one was telling people that the fucking forager's in this.
Yeah, you need to know the forager. He's going to make Silent Hill.
If someone had told me that, I would have been very interested. If I knew that it was like a social experiment almost, and people could really fuck with the game in that way, that would have been really funny.
I don't know if it's still going, but that's the thing I remember came out of it. Because I believe it was all limited. Like the choices you were given were kind of directed by the game. And that was kind of the goofiest they could get. So there's just a dude who just all game is picking goofy. Berries and doing nothing else for the whole game.
It's still pretty fucking goofy if you could put the fucking the forager in there.
You gotta love the forager. Oh, he's the best.
That is fucking great. All right, that's gonna do it for this week. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you over at official.men. 7-day free trials available over there. If you want to, support it, support all the shows that we do. Official.men, you get early ad-free access to all of them. Other than that, we're going to go do an After Dark now, which is bonus content for the official.men people. So if you like the show and want to hear more, official.men, 7-day free trial. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.